What's going on, guys? Derek here from Bose VT. Happy to bring you another video. So I've spent some time with these headphones. So I just want to do a comparison for you guys so you know technically which one's better per se. I mean, everyone's going to have their own opinions, but this is just my personal opinion on what I think about the Bose 700, which is the top of the line that Bose sells for noise cancellation. Then you got the Sony MX5s, top of the line ones that are like $400 that they sell for noise cancellation. So getting into it, I can tell you the Bose are slightly heavier. Granted, you could tell by just what they claim the weight is for the Bose compared to the Sony. The Bose are like 0.03, maybe 4 grams heavier than the Sonys, which makes a big difference. If you wear these for a long period of time, you'll definitely feel the weight over time. So that's like a huge disadvantage for me, of the one reason why I didn't like the Bose over the Sonys. The second thing that I don't like about the Bose, and I think the Sony does better, is their noise cancellation. I feel like the Bose let a little bit too much sound through with their noise cancellation, and what I mean by that is you have to turn the volume up decently high to eliminate 100% of the background noise. The Sonys, you could have it slightly lower and still get away with it. I'm not saying if you crank these both up to 100, of course you're not going to hear anything. I'm talking about like 1, 2, or 3 like taps on your volume. So starting at 0, 1, 2, and 3. I feel like the Sony has a better noise cancellation at that lower range than the Bose does. But also it does matter on how these sit against your head, because they do sit differently against your head and stuff, and how they swivel and move and everything like that. So that might make a difference why the Bose cancellation didn't have that much of a good effect compared to the Sonys, because the Sonys do sit differently on my head. The one thing I loved about the Bose is on this ear cup here, this button right here is for your noise cancellation. So in their app you can customize different basically options for this button. Like you can have it be like total 10, noise cancellation 5, or 0. I think it defaults to that, by the way, which is actually really nice. So if you wanted to eliminate your noise cancellation from 100% down to like 2, like when someone talks to you or something, or whatever else you're trying to do, that's a great feature to have, and I absolutely love that. It was great for when I needed it. Battery life on both are phenomenal. I mostly use AirPods, the Pro models, and those suck terribly. They only last 4 hours. But these, obviously you can hold a bigger battery and stuff in there, but these last solidly all day for you, no problem. Even using the noise cancellation, no issues on battery life on either of them that I saw. I mean, granted, there might be people that wear headphones for a couple days straight and are trying to get the longest battery life possible. Then obviously you can't use noise cancellation, because it will take the battery percentage down, because it has to work more to get rid of all that background noise. So just keep that in mind when you buy them. So it just depends on that, but just in general, battery life on these are great. I had no issues testing either one of them. Now the next big thing was comfort. The Sonys are definitely a lot better here. Let me get these out. The Sonys just have more soft touch right here. Like right in here is super soft. They're lightweight. And the Bose, to be honest with you, like this piece right here kind of sucks. Like, it is soft, but it doesn't sit soft on your head. I wore these for about 6, 7 hours, and I had I would say about 7 hours. I had no issues for the entire 7 hours. Like, my ears weren't hurting, my ears weren't getting red, anything crazy like that. So these do last. Same with the Sonys, they were both the same. It's just like the headband part was the only part I didn't like, because it was sitting on my head a little bit too heavy. But the Sonys are a lot more soft, obviously lighter, which helps. So if the top of your head's kind of sensitive or whatever, definitely don't buy the Bose, because it'll hurt your head, especially if you're wearing it for like 7+ hours, 8 hours, because you're doing it for work or whatever. So that's just something to keep in mind. Both of them do turn in and out, which is nice. They both work basically the same way. They only turn one way compared to the other. But I can show you guys on this side. For the ear cups. Now, the ear cups are kind of the same. They're basically the same memory foam stuff. Obviously the material is slightly different. Either one I don't mind. I can prefer either one of them. I did not have any basically like issues with them. They both work great for me. So you don't have to technically worry about one being completely different than the other, like this one is harder or this one's harder. I can tell you, if you go, like for example, into Best Buy, you can test both these headphones out. The material around the ear cup is the same that goes around your head, which is nice. The material around here is slightly different than what the headband is. I don't know why that would make a difference, but just so you know, if you are just gonna buy them just from watching this video or watching other videos from other people talking about these, so just keep that in mind. Like this material is the same as the headband. But the only other big difference that I saw is like quality of the music. Now I prefer Sony over the Bose. Now some people be like the Bose are way better, the Sony sucks at this or that, or vice versa. It's just my personal preference. I think the Sony sounded a lot better with the games I was playing, with the music I was listening to. So to be honest with you, the Bose are good, don't get me wrong. Bose makes quality headphones. I just prefer the Sonys. So if you're on the fence between the two, the Sonys are more expensive. I can see why people don't pick that, but just wait until they go on sale. Sony always puts great deals on their headphones, at least $150 off is usually what I see them at on like their best deals now. I don't know if they'll do 200 or not, but at least 150. Bose will do the same thing. So don't buy them when they're the retail price. Look for when they're on sale so you can save yourself money, because these aren't cheap, especially if you're only using them a few times out of the year. Save the money where you can, because there's no point of spending $400 on headphones that you only use like 3 times a year. To me, that's just a waste of money. Because they come out with new ones basically every year, or every other year, depending on what's going on. But there is the gist of the headphones. The connection wise, they're both the same. They're both USB Type-C. They both have headphone jacks that come with them. Charging, to be honest with you, is pretty close to the same. I mean, most people are going to charge them borderline from 0 all the way up to 100. But if you're the type of person that's just trying to get as much as they can out of it as soon as possible, both of them are within the same time span of charging. You're going to get about the same amount of battery life. The only other biggest thing is case. I can tell you the Bose case is very soft, so if you plan on like chucking and throwing this around, which I can probably show you guys if it picks up on camera, it'd be kind of hard, but right in here where I'm circling, I got some nicks and dents already put in there, which is real nice, so now you'll be able to tell that. But the Sony one looks great. It's not going to get nicks or dents or anything in it. The only thing it's going to pick up is food and whatever else on it. So if that's something you care about too, just keep that in mind. But this is a very soft case on the outside, and this is very hard, so it's definitely going to protect your headphones more. but in this case it's also lighter, so obviously pros and cons to both. But there you go, guys. If you have any more questions down below, leave them in the comments. I'll answer them, or hopefully someone else answer them in the comments for you. But these are both top of the line headphones that are on the market right now, so if you're looking for something different, they probably won't give you the same quality as these two brands will. And I can tell you, these are durable headphones. You can pull them apart if you got a wide head and they're gonna last. If you're looking for cheap headphones but with noise cancellation, they might not have the same build quality as these two top brands, where you have to spend some serious money to get some serious headphones. But just keep that in mind. My number one winner is the Sony. Bose is taking second place, but if you can tell me why the Bose is better than the Sony, I'll definitely like to hear about it in the comments. But thanks for watching, guys. Peace.